Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. Cavalry Equipment Guide, one of the best guides that probably I have made and probably one of the best guides that you have seen in Rise of Kingdoms. Coming up next in this video for all tier. This is gonna start from the beginners up to advanced and experts. It's gonna be all kind of guides so I can help you out deciding which equipment you should actually forge for your cavalry. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. Today I'm going to talk about cavalry equipment. Which sets of equipment should you actually put on your commanders, starting from beginners up to advanced and experts. So let's go ahead, let's not wait any more moment and actually dive into the video. I'm not going to actually click on each and every single item from where you can actually obtain. This is something that you can do into the game. I'm just going to simply explain and actually talk about the equipment as much as possible. So talking about the beginner's equipment, going on to the weapons, the first weapon that you want to do is the Vanguard Halberd. This one is from a set of 2 pieces which has the pairs of pants as well, which is called the Vanguard Greaves. These are kind of the best 2 weapons that you can go until you reach the purple, equipment with a special talent. This is how powerful these 2 pieces of green equipment it actually is. I am still using them even on my rally commanders. Even though there is so many legendaries available right now out there, I am still using them because with this special talent they are very powerful and grant you a lot of stats. Going further onto the helm, there isn't many options for the beginner. You have the Helm of the Fear with cav attack 4%. It's pretty amazing. Going further down on the chest piece, you have the Milanese plate with 4% cav defense, which again is just extra stats that you can put on your calves. On the glove slot, we have bronze bracers with cavalry defense 2.5. Obviously pretty impressive. You also get a little bit of damage to barbarians. That's pretty nice. Nothing very crazy about it. And after that, going further on the boots, this is going to be something very interesting because there isn't many options that you can actually go for the beginner guide, and that's only the edge boots. You're probably wondering why I am not mentioning about the gray ones, which is the coarse breachers and the sharp longsword. The reason I'm not mentioning this is because equipment became so easily available into the game. You're just gonna pass these 2 items like really fast, probably a couple of days or even less of that, and you're gonna start forging some of the green quality equipment, and that's gonna be your beginner equipment. Now going on to the next step is gonna be the beginner equipment +1. I wasn't sure how best to actually name it, to actually say novice equipment or advanced is not really advanced. We're gonna get to the advanced as well, so I just said beginner +1. I think that's kind of the best way. So going on to the beginner +1 equipment, starting with the weapons, you have the new weapon which is blazing axe, cavalry attack 8%. That's pretty impressive weapon. You're probably thinking, oh yeah, this one goes with expertise, it's gonna be 10 cav attack. Not really. It's still gonna be the Vanguard Halberd even for the beginner +1, because if you do these 2 with the special talent, that's 6.5 plus 5.5, that's 12% talents, and don't forget the set bonus. So pretty impressive amount of stats that this Vanguard set kind of like gives you. But if you just want to go heavy on attack and you don't mind losing overall stats, then you can go with the blazing axe. But my recommendation is for the beginner +1 is the Vanguard Halberd as part of the weapon. After that, going on the helm, you're starting getting the Windswept Warhelm, and this is part of a set of a 4 pieces set. This is cav attack 4.5 and march speed. This is a very exciting set that I'm pretty much doing it on all my mobility marches that I actually have, because the amount of march speed that you can get is pretty impressive and they are very fast. Going further down on the chest piece is still part of the set, which is the Windswept Breastplate, and gives you cav defense and as well march speed. On the gloves, nonetheless, is the Windswept Bracers, which is cav health, march speed. Pretty impressive with this one as well. On the pants, I already talked about the Vanguard set, so obviously you want to go with the Vanguard Greaves so you can actually put the set together and get those 2 8% cav attack, which actually just keep empowering this set. If this one go with the special talent, you have 5.5 attack and you have 1.5 health. That's a total of 7% stats, but don't forget the set bonus. Other options to actually go with a pair of pants as a blue quality, there is none other anyway. So you want to make sure that you pair the set, you want to pair the Vanguard Greaves with the Vanguard Halberd. On the boots, it's going to be the last piece from the Windswept boots. And this is the set that I was actually talking about, made of 4 pieces. So you can actually benefit from the bonus as a 4 set bonus, which is 4% march speed and troops attack 2%. As a cavalry beginner +1, you can also do Call of the Loyal. Now I mentioned that I'm not going to click on the items where you can actually get all of them from, because this is something that you can do yourself. But on this one I'm going to click. So it says that you can get it from the Lost Canyon, but right now it's not available. So I'm expecting that on the future Lost Kingdoms that are going to open, we will be able to obtain this accessory as well. Most likely it's going to cost coins in there, so try to save up some coins, will probably help you out. And with Call of the Loyal, you actually gain an insane amount of march speed. You're gonna see the pictures that I'm actually gonna keep posting throughout the video. Is the cavalry beginner, then it's the cavalry beginner +1, and I've also done the math over there. If you manage to get all this item with special talent, and for the beginner +1, if I'm not wrong about it, is 26.5% march speed extra that you can get with the Windswept set that I was actually mentioning. Now going further into the video is going to be the 3rd level of equipment that you can actually go for, and that's going to be the advanced. Now once we get to the advanced level, we are kind of getting into the epic section, and you're noticing that the Heart of the Saint is already granting you 13% cav defense, which is about 1% more than the Vanguard Halberd. Personally, I wouldn't jump so high and just equip that piece of equipment. I would first get it with the special talent. The only time when I'm probably gonna change the Vanguard Halberd is when I'm gonna get this one with the special talent. So this is part of the Cavalry Advance. That's the only time that I'm going to change the Vanguard Halberd from my calves, which is actually meaning something that this is quite a significant amount of stats for calves. Going further into the Cavalry Advanced equipment, we have the Abyssal Visage, which is 8% cav attack, and if you manage to get this with the special talent, it's gonna be 10.5. So that's pretty significant stats. I didn't mention about the Heart of the Saint. If you get this with the special talents, it's 17% cav defense. Going further into this, we have the Dark Lord's Blessing, which obviously everyone knows. Cavalry defense 8%, and if you get this with the special talent, that's gonna be 10.5 defense. As part of the gloves, there's gonna be nonetheless the Ice-Edge Sufferance, which with the sweet 3% cav attack and 3% cav health, you get this with the special talent, and that's 4 attack and 4 health, so that's pretty significant as part of gloves. Onto the pants, if you are still keeping the Vanguard set, then you wanna still keep the Vanguard Greaves. If we are looking at the options that we actually have as part of the pants, is the Gladiator. So the Gladiator, if it goes with the special talent, is 10.5 health, which is pretty significant. But as long as you have the Vanguard set, you are pretty much set, because like I was mentioning, 5.5 plus 1.5, that's 7% stats, and you keep the set bonus. You kinda need the Gladiator to go with the special talent to actually replace the Vanguard Greaves. So as long as the Gladiator doesn't go with the special talent, I would still keep the Vanguard Greaves, because it gives me attack, and personally that's what I'm looking for my calves. As part of the boots, there's nonetheless the Cloud Racers, which actually got boosted. It's 5.5 attack, and once you get this with the special talents, it's 7.5 attack. You get the Gathering Speed WTF to that, which you don't need it, but still 7.5 attack is pretty significant. If you look at some of the legendary, which a lot of players are being concerned about, you get the same stats. And imagine if you forge a legendary and you're not going to get the special talents. How many times can you keep dismantling a legendary, which you get 50% back when you dismantle? This is something that you should know. It says over here, legendary quality equipment, it's in my back, you guys don't see it, but you can check yourself. Legendary quality equipment returns 50% of the material. This is something that you want to keep in mind regarding the legendary. Actually getting legendary with a special talent is going to be pretty rare or extremely lucky. So most likely you will go with the epics, or in many of the options you go with the epics. But they do have to give a tiny bit of extra stacks, because if you forge one and it doesn't go with the special talent, you don't feel left out that you're actually not having or not gaining bonuses. 0.5 attack on top of the epic ones with the special talent. But the legendary with the special talent was obviously going to be way over it, because 10.5 attack is going to be 3% extra. As part of the epic, we also have accessories, and that's something that I'm also using right now. That is the Lane's Amulet, incoming counterattack damage minus 5%. I have one with the special talent, and that's 6.5. And you also have the Silent Trial, and this one with the special talent, it goes to reduce 13 points of rage. So that's pretty significant, and these are two available accessories, then you can find them in the game. This one right now is not yet available in the Lost Canyon, but the other two are available. But my recommendation remains to actually just focus on the pictures that are actually posted in this video, because if you focus on them, you also notice the stats. I put down the stats, how much stats you can actually get, especially with the Cavalry Advance. And the last step is obviously going to be Cavalry Expert, and Cavalry Expert is involving legendaries. This is going to be two options with the Cavalry Expert, and there's also going to be combinations that you can do with the Cavalry Advance and Cavalry Expert. So the first option that you can go with the Cavalry Expert is doing the Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland set, and it will be much easier if I just go here on the set and show it to you. You have the 6 pieces bonus, 2 pieces troops health plus 3%, the 4 pieces counterattack damage, and the 6 pieces cavalry defense. That is pretty significant amount of bonuses that you can get on your cast by just having this set on you. Rather it's going to be with the special talent or not. So you want to do the weapon and you want to do the helm. These 2 pieces you can get them from events and VIP shop. This is the sweet part of these 2 pieces, because you can get them from the events. The other 4 pieces from this set are only available in the VIP shop. Basically you will have to spend a lot of gems in order to get the blueprint, so that's going to be a little bit of a downfall for this set. And after that you want to go onto the accessories for this set, and my recommendation is the Ring of Doom. This is a pretty OP ring. I like it a lot. I hope that it will be available as soon as possible. I'm definitely gonna forge it, and that's why I'm not forging anything right now. I'm just waiting a little bit longer to see how they're gonna release this one. It says the Lost Kingdom, so I want to make sure that I'll have enough to actually forge this. And the second one that I recommend is Horn of Fury. Extra rage for Attila Takeda is nothing wrong, because when Attila is popping his primary skill, his counter attack damage and normal attack damage bonus plus decreases the target's attack, and Takeda is just increasing the normal attack damage on the target. So Attila Takeda gaining more rage, there's nothing wrong in that, it's just more normal attack damage. And then you have the ring to actually empower that even more. Pretty sweet 2 pieces of equipment as accessories for pretty much any kind of march, to be honest, not necessarily just calves. So that's gonna be the option 1 that you can go for Cavalry Expert with the set and with these 2 accessories. Now we're gonna go into the option 2, and this is the one that I kind of like a little bit. The reason I like this option is because you don't have to spend gems into the VIP shop. So the first is going to be the weapon, the Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland, and the second item is going to be the helmet from the set, from the Hellish Wasteland with cavalry defense 11%. These 2 pieces, like I was mentioning, you can get them from events. You don't have to spend gems into the VIP shop to keep buying those chests. Going on to the third item that you can do in this option is the Shadow Legion Retribution, sweet 12% cav attack. If this one goes with the special talent, that's going to be 15.5 cav attack. If the weapon goes with the special talent is 26, that's 41% cav attack with 2 items. So honestly, that's something I'm looking forward to, the truth. That's pretty sweet. And after that you have Navarre's Control, which again, this is items that you can get from various events. This is the reason why I actually like them. You can actually sit back, relax, and just grind events, and at some point you're definitely gonna have these blueprints, and you just grind materials and you'll be able to get. And don't say anything about that, because you will get materials the same as everyone else, just that whoever charges his account and buy packs is just gonna get them faster. That's the only difference. But the way the amount of equipment that you can get now into the game, this is pretty much accessible for almost everyone. Just wait and see and play the game. Don't judge. After that, when you go further onto the pants, you have the Ash of the Dawn, which obviously you can also get it from various events. I already have a blueprint. Sorry, Crisis, Shadow Legion Invasion, and various other events. Going on to the boost, there's also, I already showed them the Mountain Crushers with Cavalry attack 8%. If this time go with the special talent and I show the Shadow Legion Retribution and I show the weapon, that's over 50% cav attack if you just get 3 items with the special talent. Am I looking for something like that? Oh hell yeah. As part of the accessories, still remains the same Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury. I'm definitely gonna post the picture on the top so you can all see it with the stats. I've done the math and everything. And between option 1 and option 2 that I actually showed is 2 stats difference, meaning that option 1 has 2 more stats if you get all of them with a special talent. If you don't get them with a special talent, I haven't done the math. You can do that yourself. You have the pictures over there. Now, a couple of interesting things is, since you've seen the Cavalry Advance and now you've seen the Cavalry Expert, you can do combinations, because that's gonna be my first option that I want to go with. I want to forge the Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland instead of going and spending for the Heart of the Saint to actually get more blueprints in this one. I would rather just go with the Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland, try to wait and just wait until I get this, and just maybe struggle a little bit with the Vanguard Halberd, which sounds a little bit crazy, right? Grind for this one. I basically have the materials, to be honest, but grind the blueprints. So once I have the blueprint, I'm just gonna go for the Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland. The second option is gonna be the Warhelm, because I've done the math, and to actually spending 10,000 gems in the shop to get for the calf set, to get that in 6 months is a hell lot of gems, which you need for Garden of Infinity, you need for the speed ups in the VIP shop. And I found this second option, which I already showed you. That's gonna be my plan to actually go to. As part of the chest piece is the Shadow Legion Retribution, which I'm very close to make it. I just need like 9 fragments. And even if I don't make the Shadow Legion Retribution, and because I want to, I don't know, save some mats for the weapon or materials or so on, I have the Dark Lord's Blessing with the special talents, which is nothing wrong in that. As part of the gloves, I have Ice's Sufferance on all my commanders, which is 8% stats. So what's the point of going with any of the gloves so far? Because even if the gloves go with the special talent, it's 10.5, it's 2.5 stats. It's not like something super mega extra increase. Because right now at this point, you also need to think a little bit about the value, like how much you are putting on your commander, like what's gonna be the impact, right? From what I noticed, it's kind of the weapons that you want to focus on first, because the weapon gives the highest stats, especially if they go with the special talent, and if you can get part of the set bonuses. This is gonna be valid most likely for infantry as well, and archers going with the weapon and the helmet, because you get the 2 pieces set bonus on any of them, plus the weapon and the helm, you can get them from events. As part of the pants is the Gladiator, which I am so about it, and the Ash of Dawn is same cav health. So I can put this on hold as well. If I get the Gladiator with the special talents 10.5 health, it's gonna be good enough for me for a while. Maybe in the future, if I'm actually acquiring so many materials, I can probably go for the Ash of Dawn, but there's no rush in that as well. And then you have the boots, which I already have the 7.5 attack, so why would I try my luck to go on a pair of boots to actually increase my attack to another 3%? It's okay, it's obviously stats increase, but 7.5 is good enough. I would rather go for the pair of pants, because if these pants go with the special talent, that's gonna be 15.5 versus 10.5. So that's 5 stats increase, right? If I'm gonna get Dash of Dawn with the special talent. So there you go. You need to think about priorities on what actually grants you more stats. Part of the pants so far and the gloves. This is the 2 ones that you probably don't want to go for the legendary. As part of the other pieces, the pants, the chest, you can go for the legendary, but priority should have the weapon and the helmet as part of the legendary. The rest you can still keep with epics. And after that, as part of the accessories, the Lane's Amulet and Silent Trial, they are amazing. You can definitely keep them for a very long time. These ones are still not yet available in the game, these 4 ones. Vengeance, Greatest Glory, Horn of Fury, and Ring of Doom. Once they become available, then we can actually know more details about them. But definitely I'm rooting for the Ring of Doom and Horde of Fury. For now, I'm going for Saladin Trial and the Lens Amulet on probably all my commanders or all my field battle marches. Now I do hope you find this guide very helpful, and especially the pictures that I kept posting on the top. It took me quite a while to actually do them, so definitely drop a like on the video. And if you actually want to see the infantry, depending on the amount of likes that I get on this video, so how much you're going to interact with this video, I'm definitely going to do the infantry and the archers as well. But the likes and the interaction with the video is going to motivate me to actually do the video faster. So until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there.